long been an advocate, I would say, and Premier Ford has long been an advocate for making trade across Canada as streamlined as possible. It shouldn't be easier to trade with other countries than it is to trade between the Canadian provinces of our nation. And it's more important now, I would say, than ever for us to prioritize removing any and all barriers that we have that limit flow of trade and limit flow of professionals from moving across Canada. Now is a time for us to implement common sense solutions that will benefit the people in both of our provinces and indirectly benefit people across the nation. The MOU, or Memorandum of Understanding, that Premier Ford and I will be signing in just a moment, is yet one more way that we are able to stand strong for our provinces and collectively as provinces stand strong for our country and all of the people that call Canada home. There are many aspects to the MOU that we are signing today, but the most notable piece includes the cornerstone of this agreement and many others is mutual recognition or reciprocity. Mutual recognition of our goods, of our workers, and investment, while recognizing the importance of strengthening public safety and respecting the integrity and the role of Crown corporations or Crown utilities that we have in Saskatchewan. For example, a good that is acceptable for sale in Saskatchewan should be just as acceptable for sale in Ontario. And a service that is offered in our province should also be offered equally in their province, and vice versa. A good that is acceptable for sale or a service in Ontario should also be available in Saskatchewan. A new focus on interprovincial labor mobility will help people move between work in our respective provinces and I think indirectly help people move across Canada, which is the goal.
I'm so proud that Ontario is the first province in Canada to remove all exceptions under the Canadian Free Trade Agreement without any conditions attached. We're working with premiers, just like Premier Moe and all other premiers, no matter what political stripe they come from. And I always say, when it comes to political stripes, I don't give two hoots what color party you're coming from. There's one party, and that's the Canadian Party right now, that we're going to focus on making sure that we defend the hostile economic attacks from President Trump. Earlier today, I signed an agreement with Premier Rob Lance from Prince Edward Island, and I'm thrilled to be joined by my friend again, Premier Moe, to now sign an agreement with Saskatchewan, and I look forward to signing agreements with other premiers, hopefully by the end of the day or the end of our meeting on Monday. To continue cutting red tape, to continue making Canada's economy the most competitive place in the G7 to invest, create jobs, and do business, and create a quality of life second to none. Together as Team Canada, we can unlock free trade within Canada and build a stronger, more resilient economy that can stand tall on its own and weather anything that comes our way, not just this, but anything that comes our way. And then we have to diversify across the world, not relying on the United States. And I always say, it's not the American people. Americans love Canadians. It's one person that wakes up every morning and decides what the world is going to do for him. Well, I'm sorry, when you take on the world, it comes back at you, I can assure you that. But we're going to make sure we have a strong economy. We're going to buy Canadian. We're going to manufacture here. And when President Trump goes off, I don't need this, I don't need that, I'll translate that into Canadian. What he's really saying is, I appreciate the 1.3 billion barrels of oil, appreciate the critical minerals that are coming out of our mines, uranium and potash that the Americans rely on from my friend Scott Moe, the aluminum that they rely on from Quebec. That's what he's really saying, because they do need us, and we do need them as well. Together, we're going to make sure we stand united.